For the next 3 days, I'm going to work as a MAPPA Animator. I have to find an idea, storyboard it, make it work, clean it, color it, and edit it. All of that in a shift from 9 AM to 9 PM. So yeah, I only have a deadline of 3 days. Before starting all that, I'm extremely worried that I either have nothing to show or have something extremely scuffed. Either way, I have to try my best. Let's start with day 1. I woke up at 8:30 because I just don't like to wait too much to draw. To start the day, I put a banger track, look at the sky, and eat my super nutritious breakfast. Holy shit, the water is the nutritious part. My goal for the first day morning is to sketch a storyboard I could clean on day 2 and 3. So I proceed to do so. 9 AM, I decided to use Gojo and Ghetto for this one because I've never drawn those two before. As a MS Paint enjoyer and user, this is the biggest challenge here. To be able to animate in a style that I'm not even used to, also drawing man, and being clean and consistent, I guess. In short, I want to do this challenge so I can go outside of a comfort zone I had, and hopefully become better at animation. Here the storyboard I came up with. It took me 10 minutes. So we see Gojo and Ghetto walking out of convenience store. Gojo is eating the chicken thingy. Yeah, this one. This. Then we zoom on the two, Ghetto walking and being surprised by Gojo with a soda can. Little city wholesome friendship woman, if you know, you know. Then we change cut where we see them from far away in front of a Nihon anime type shape river. Then we see them closer again, Ghetto drinking and Gojo looking at him. So what I try to do with this is to have like cut from far away that show the background, closer cut, interesting composition cut. I don't know how we call that, but I tried to make it far away, closer, less close, so I tried anything and everything at the same time. Okay, at this stage I was not really happy because it felt a bit like for 3 days, already 5 hours in while I was cleaning cut 2, I decided to go back on the storyboard and add another cut. It's something that I will do often, add some cut here and there to make the scene progression a bit more natural. So here, the most final version of the storyboard. Yeah, something like that. Also, in between, my mom came in my room and gave me what she made. It was like little sesame biscuit with honey. I don't know the name of this, but this is actually banger. Really like it. Yum yum yum. Then I proceed to keep on drawing with my fingers full of honey and like so greasy, nasty. Yeah, I basically spend my time cleaning and adding colors to cut 2 and adjust the animation timing and also looking at the wall because I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, why I cannot stop looking at the wall. So I lose time like this. I redrew some frames. I struggle with Gojo a lot. Oh my god, why is he so hard to draw? So I resketched many times his movement here, like this, like that, like this, like that. I also use a little button there to make mechanical movement because I feel like it helps a lot for like goofy movement. The end of the day is actually getting closer, but I cannot finish cut 2 and start to clean a bit the walking animation. And then I went to bed and sleep with full of anxiety. Why, you might ask? Because I know myself. I nitpick a lot, but I hate to fix the nitpicking. I don't know why. I am actually on the gym. Good enough, let's move on, but also I noticed all the problems. So in bed I felt like I was betraying the challenge by not nitpicking hard enough and going faster. I took my time for everything and I kind of felt good mostly, to be fair. But at the same time I knew it was not good enough. But you know what? I'm gonna say good enough anyway and move on the second day. We are going back on the silly walking animation. For this one I took inspiration in the iconic walking scene in season 2 here. But it reminded me that I actually suck at animation and do not have the basic knowledge. So I needed to Google a picture of a walking loop animation and I tried to work from that. I was getting mad at this simple animation because it took me 3 hours to make it right. Then I looked up and had the stickers talking to me. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, don't get bad. Good reminder of my schizophrenia. So I said, okay, good enough, and moved on the next cut. Ghetto drinking and Gojo being there, like looking at him. I resketched a bit, add some frame here and there, and started to clean. At this moment, I actually think about something. Even though my scene choice here is not really a fighting scene, and more like a slice of life kind of thing, it's still really hard for me to animate little things from everyday, casual movement, simple action. I kind of like overlooked those, and that was my first mistake here, but also a blessing, because at the end of the day, I went out of my comfort zone, like the grind, you know, like getting better, you know. I finished cleaning Ghetto and went on Gojo. I was so scared again to make him look ugly and weird looking, but went for it using reference picture I found here and there. After I finished this cut, I still have so much time in front of me, so I started to do some background. I used a mix of 3D and picture reference to make something somewhat decent. I'm not used to draw backgrounds like this, so it kind of like helped me a lot. 3D references or 3D use in general in your art, I think that is a good thing. I was always ashamed before when I was younger to use it because I was like, oh my gosh, that's cheating. But now I don't care anymore, whatever. Moving on. At the end of the day, I wanted to go back on the last cut of the storyboard and make a cleaner version of it for the next day, so I won't be losing time tomorrow. I tried to make Ghetto turn a bit and then add some flame consuming him. Like, oh my god, he's so dark. Wow, wow. And by the way, here what I ate on that day. After this, I spent time on this here and zoom on Gojo's eyes. I cleaned, add some frames here and there. Then I colored everything and spent some little time on the close-up eye to make it look a bit more refined. Last minute, I also decided to add some flames to transition with the next cut where Ghetto get flamed hard. I was done with all the animation at 2 p.m. my time, third day, and I look at myself and be like, so I went back, adding another animation where Gojo reached his hand towards Ghetto's back. Here I used some 3D for this scene because I suck at drawing hands and this angle is actually like held. So I sketch, clean, add some frames, move some, add some scribble lines on the Ghetto's back, add flames, adding flames, here flames, whatever flames. It took me an hour and a half to do this. Oh yeah, for my break I didn't eat and just went on a walk to touch grass. At this point, I just went to export the animation with green screen, purple screen, so I could do the composition on Sony Vegas Pro. I know, don't rock me, I don't have After Effects. We do what we have to do, OG. So I spent some time doing some trick on the flames to make it blurry a bit, edit the frames all together. I tried to find some cool sound effects. For some of the sound effects, I had to crop some sound from the actual anime. And the most cringiest things I have done for this is I tried to record myself saying "Suguru," and it was so fucking cringe, so I cried. So I kind of finished earlier and I felt extremely bad for it because I didn't do a more spectacular thing. I kept telling myself that I could do better here and there. I'm not extremely proud of what I've done, but even though I'm proud of myself for going through this whole thing and not even giving up. No matter how bad I think it was looking, I still didn't give up and still finished it. This challenge made me realize all of my flaws in art, but also in my mindset. It actually gave me a lot of motivation to get better at drawing, animating, and all that. MAPPA animators, or in general animators in the anime industry, go through infinite stuff that are hard to draw, and I have no choice, they have to do it. Plus, we had the hellish schedule and extremely toxic environment. It made me understand that I am extremely lucky to be able to draw whatever I want at any time. But yeah, enough yapping and hear what I've done. I still do think it looks a lot of scuff, a lot of homemade taste, not enough nitpicking. At the end of the day, I'm really happy that I could try this challenge because it helped me going through my fears and also like give something kind of like decent. I'm not saying that it's good or like super decent, but good enough. If you want, you can subscribe to support what I do. That would be amazing. I also want to do more of those challenges, so don't hesitate to comment an animation challenge I could do next time. I read every comment, so yeah. Thank you for watching everyone and I'll see you next time.